Last night, while thinking about the situation trans people find themselves in today, it came to me that since my transition 44 years ago, there's been 7 or 8 attempts to take my life. You would think I was a mobster and not a hairdresser. Although I survived, I didn't walk away from these things without some bruises and some breaks. The point is that people knew, and nobody swooped in to help. No one ever tried to protect me or save me, and it's not like people didn't know. Now, at 63 years old, watching the government strip me of my rights, my identity, my history, not only in a clerical way, but in a way that has malice, in a way that we've seen before. Historically, it didn't end very well. What's happening is nothing less than terrible. Because the community hasn't found a way to come together, you're gonna have to figure this out for yourself. Have any of your cis friends come to the rescue yet? Have any of them recognized the seriousness of the situation? I've heard things like, "I can't believe this is happening. Are you okay?" I, for one, am appalled at how little the cis gays are doing. Appalled? Yes. Surprised? No. People always ask me as a trans elder, how did you survive in the past? And I tell them because I lived in a tiny little 12-block radius. I knew every crack and crevice in that tiny little area. The language in the memo preventing trans people from coming into the country is terrifying. The way it's worded makes it sound that being trans is something criminal, that we're doing something criminal by being trans. The language in the memo regarding the military goes out of its way to make it sound like trans people are too mentally ill to serve. Those two things together, plus what's happening in Iowa, is setting the stage for something terrifying. Yet, it's not breaking news, and it's not the lead story of any news program. For the most part, it's going under the radar. The reality of our situation isn't registering with cis people the way it should be. It would be very dangerous for a trans person to look towards cis people to see how they should be reacting to this situation. If and when they have the appropriate reaction, it's going to be too late for trans people. Once the court decisions start coming in, things are going to happen fast, based on the research I did on Hungary and Germany. We're talking weeks, months, maybe, certainly not years. You see, with all the pieces in place, they're just going to have to pull the lever. That's really bad news for trans girls, because that's who they're going to come for first. They're obsessed with us. If when that time comes, you haven't made any plans or did anything to prepare, well, my heart breaks for you. If you're a cis person that's watching this video and want to help, I'm going to tell you how you can help. Think of us as a charity and donate money. Whether the trans person is going to weather the storm here or abroad, they're going to need money. When Harris lost, a lot of people reached out to me and said, "Things are going to be bad for you. What can I do?" I should have said, "Send me $1,000. Things aren't looking good, and it's time to stop making excuses and stop looking at the bright side of things.